Well, welcome to Kingdom Today, and we're almost live from Balgony Castle. I'm going to be talking to John Swinton, the piper behind me, and Alex McGregor is going to be interviewing the Laird, and we're going to be finishing off with a live performance from Billy Caulfield. But first of all, we're going to have a chat with John Swinton. Hello. I just wanted to ask you, first of all, how you got involved in piping.
Oh, in piping, it was a friend, Leslie McKinley. We met when we were 4-year-old, and when we were 9 or 10, he took me up to Kennyway Pipe Band, and I've been playing since then. I was away for about 20 years. After Leslie and I served in Malaya in the army, King's Own Scottish Borders, and I came home and got married and got on my different set of life. But I came back to it in 1978. I wish I'd never stopped. I just love the instrument. I love playing.
And you're the regular piper at Balgony Castle?
I'm the Laird's piper. Yep.
You're piping for weddings?
Weddings, and even played at a christening here as well, and other functions, yeah. I love playing here. It's a great place to play.
And does it take a while to get warmed up when you're playing the bagpipes?
Well, not with these set of pipes. I've got a good set, yeah. About 5 minutes and I'm ready, more or less, yeah.
Okay, well thanks a lot, John. Well, we're now going to pass over to Alex, who's going to be interviewing the Laird of Balgony. Over to you, Alex.
Thank you very much, Graham. We are here at Balgony Castle with the Laird of Balgony. Good day to you, sir.
Good morning and welcome to the castle.
Thank you very much. Would you mind telling us a little bit about the history and why you came to be in possession of such a magnificent place?
Well, the castle goes, as it stands today, from the 13th century, or 1300, to the final one there of 1702. And the reason it's in the state today is because in the middle of the 19th century you had to pay taxes on an empty building or you took the roof off. And that law wasn't rescinded to the middle of the 1950s. So there a hell of a damage all over the country. Political vandalism, that's all it was. Then we bought it in 1985, whereas it had been empty 160 years before that. So 90% is still standing, so a couple of worse. This is basically a do-it-yourself castle. Stuart, my son and I, we do most of the work ourselves. Because we run this on a shoestring. What we make cover goes back into it, and we get not a penny from any public funding. Not a penny.
So the history of the place is actually spectacular, including a great deal of military history. Is that so? There's Charles I's great nemesis was connected here, the Covenanter leader.
It's never been attacked by anybody as far as we can research on there. But we've had a few famous lairds on there. The probably most famous one was Alexander Leslie, 1st Earl of Leven, who'd been a mercenary soldier of the King of Sweden for most of the 30s when Europe was Field Marshal. So he was probably the finest soldier in Britain of the 17th century, and this was his home.
And this was the gentleman who was the crooked man. Would you tell us about that?
The 1st Earl of Leven, he with 60 years in the forces mercenary in Europe, he was obviously ridden with arthritis, so he literally was a crooked man. And the poem states that he walked a crooked mile. That's Edinburgh to the borders, 50 but a crooked mile. He found a crooked sixpence, King Charles I, called that because he couldn't afford to pay the English army, beside a crooked stile at the borders. He brought a crooked cat, the Scottish army, which caught a crooked mouse, the English army, and they all lived together in a crooked house as Great Britain. So quite a bit of children's poems have satirical and political meanings to them with that period.
So you also have a great many hobbies. You work on heraldic art, you tool leather, you're renovating the entire castle. How do you get a chance to do anything at all with all these things?
That's all I want out of life. I've been professional heraldic painter and craftsman for 40 years at least. And I've just finished making my cremation coffin and painting that as well. So.
Perhaps we can get a little shot of that, but preferably without you in it.
And that. So everything is rolled into one, hobbies and work and everything. A whole reason for being here is this building for 23 years. Nothing else matters but the restoration of the building.
Your passion is very inspiring and it is absolutely beautiful. Thank you very much.
Well, thanks, Alex. I hope you've enjoyed this edition of Kingdom Today, and we're going to be playing out with Billy Caulfield. Off you go, Billy.
A smile that warms the coldest heart, a bottle that burns too bright, has sold my dreams, and so it seems they don't grow overnight. Naivety's been a friend of mine. I played with her too long. We drank in bars, just telling lies. I wonder where she's gone now, honey. I made up my mind, it's a devil's work. Can't see wood or trees. Well, I can't stop the drinking, 'cause one shot's all I need. Well, I can't stop drinking, one shot's all I need. And it's a dark place to find yourself. You know she should love you, but I laid down the law 100 times, and there ain't no more I can do. And it's a crazy world to find yourself. You know she should love you, but I sold my dreams, and so it seems there's no place left to go. Well, honey, I've made up my mind, it's a devil's work. I can't see wood for trees. Well, I can't stop the drinking, 'cause one shot's all I need. Well, I can't stop drinking, one shot's all I need. Thanks.